What's up, family? Keyword for the day or for the evening or for whatever. Agenda. Agenda. Problems sometimes pop up in the Black community, and Black folks always want everybody to help. And if everybody's not helping, this is not all the time, then we feel like no one really likes us. The problems that we have is we believe that no one likes us. See, it ain't about whether they like you or not. The agenda is focusing on helping your own get their acts right before you want to have others participate in helping. It's like Black Lives Matter. Okay, let's stick with that. Regardless on who started it, let's stick with that because Black Lives Matter. See, the problem started when people, well, you know, why they gotta say this? Next thing you know, you got all lives matter. So Black Lives Matter. Now you're pushed aside because now it's all lives matter. Black Lives Matter. It wasn't the fact that Black lives were the only lives that matter. Black lives matter because Black lives are getting no respect for the fact that they're Black lives and people felt that they can just do whatever they want and it's okay. We're not talking just Black lives are the only lives matter. They do matter, and people need to know and understand that Black people do matter in this country and around the world, as all Black people matter. But when you start to push your agenda, what happens? Something is always a curveball. Next thing you know, all lives matter. And then everybody else want to start putting their 2 cents in. Yeah, all lives matter. We matter too. Next thing you know, it's like, damn. Like I say, Black Lives Matter, you pushed aside now. Now it's like all this shit. The momentum that you gain is quick to be taken away. And it always has been taken away like that. You know, anytime Black people show any signs of a certain agenda in helping each other, here comes somebody to always disrupt. It's like a video I posted. A young man sit up there just dancing. You guys probably saw it because I posted on here. He just dancing, minding his own business. Or reposted. I think I might have reposted that particular video. Well, it don't matter. And here come a white guy. Ain't got shit to do. It's like you got your bag, take your ass on where you got to go. He got to go and tap the kid to have the kid like stop doing what he was doing. Guy wasn't doing shit, but, you know, he's doing a dance for his phone. And here come the white guy. He taps the kid, you know. Next thing you know, he goes towards the guy where the guy had apparently where he had his phone posted and jumps in and gets in the way of the camera. He's taking out his phone like he gonna more like, I don't know, who gonna call somebody or whatever. Why every time we just minding our own fucking business of just basically being who we are and enjoying life. But the agenda is to never see you be happy. Disrupt is the priority. I don't want to see you happy. This is the attitude to disrupt what? The agenda. That's why Black Lives Matter. The next thing you know, you find out the people who were actually getting funds from Black Lives. Because see, this what happens to the agenda sometimes. A lot of people don't know. Because this is explained by one of the people who actually was dealing with, I guess, I don't know, the Black Lives Matter, not the people who was taking money and doing whatever the hell they did with it. But when you don't set up and take that agenda and set up your organization the way it should be set up, when Black Lives Matter was at its height and people wanted to fund and donate, if your shit is not in the system, or you following under Black Lives Matter, but your shit is not in the system. I'm talking about your organization, your name, your proper name, and so-and-so, Black Lives Matter, whatever. People were sending money to the people who had pretty much had their shit together. That's why when we say, where was all that money going? Well, it wasn't going to the organizations who was out there actually putting in the real work. Things may have been turned around now, but people who was actually putting out the real work with all our brothers and sisters that was getting killed. It was going over there to these people that were, seemed like buying all this property, this and that. Big, what was it, about $90 million? Because see, the agenda has to be, you have to take care. If you're going to do something, you have to take care of that. You got to get your paperwork right. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to make sure your books are in order, as they like to say. Make sure your books are in order. Because when it comes to black people, sometimes we want everybody. Oh, please like me. Please help me. Help me. Help me. Everybody don't want to help you. A lot of people come to this country for a agenda, and you're not part of that agenda. No matter how much you want to, I'm going to help. You can help all the people you want to help. But all those people are going to reciprocate and help you when you need it. Of course, you get people, was marching with the Black Lives Matter, what's not. Yeah. But when the ball is in your court and it's time for you to make that serve, how many people are going to come and help you make that serve? When other people's agenda is flourishing and yours is not, because you too busy, you take your agenda and then you go and jump on somebody else's bandwagon. So now you're taking away from the agenda that was originally started by you and going to help somebody else. You say, well, it's the same agenda. No, it's not. Because see, a lot of people, and it's not racist, but it's just a fact. A lot of people want your help, but they're not going to help you. They want your money, but if they do give you something, they're going to give you very little. It helps when our ancestors passed away and they fought for so hard that, to try to get certain rights, and what little I say rights that we do have, even if they non-existent or seem like they non-existent, have benefited more other groups than it has really black people. Why? Because black people are too busy with other things in mind. See, it's like when you have a child, it's your responsibility as a child to make sure that child is educated. You take them to these schools, you take them to these private schools, you take them whatever. But it's your job to make sure that those kids are being educated at home as well. Not so much always out. Well, you went to school today, okay, your teacher gave you homework, do your homework. Because how parents do your homework, make sure you do your homework. What the fuck? I may need a little help. I got to go to work, or I got to do this, I got to do that. Then you go and you check work, you got this all wrong. Well, you should have been helping them. You was too busy yapping on the phone with your girlfriend, so you couldn't help your kid. That's why I say, when you want to put down the agenda, make sure your child can read. Put that paper in front of them. Get rid of them cell phones. Put down them fucking them games, and put a paper in front of them, and make sure they're reading. Because see, we're lacking. Where's my latest? My latest final call. Where is that damn thing? Wait a minute. My latest final call. The science of business. This is the latest. The science of business. See, if you have a child and your child can't read this, the title, you really got a problem. But if you go inside and they can't really read, say, a paragraph of what's inside this final call, that falls on you. Remember, agenda. Start taking care of yours.